家里有需要 Apple Watch 的，有没有人有需要 Apple Watch 的？好，没有就算了，就直接主持人有需要。好，所以也请大家千万不要错过，我们今天送出的奖品超过20万元，好，超过20万元。那不用抢的，就是想办法，好不好？ 你要什么？行李箱，旁边有在卖啊，旁边有在卖。我们6连胜那一天还打6折，你没买到，可惜。然后除此之外呢，今天呢，在我们中场休息时间，在我们 VIP 的交流区那个地方，我们可以抽红包。除此之外呢，还有呢，我们玉鼎国际经验会馆的年菜。那今天呢，在现场呢会送出折价券哦。过年了，不用自己煮的灰头土脸，买年菜最好。而且呢，经验会馆的这个菜色非常的丰富，而且在旁边还可以先试吃。那有分的3件组跟6件组，大家千万不要错过。我已经订好了，陈建伟，我已经帮你订好了。过年我会去你家吃年菜，经验会馆的年菜。以后你跟 Emily 结婚的时候去经验会馆，但是今年过年先去买经验会馆的年菜，好不好？我会去你家吃，你要记得买单哦。今天有送折扣金，你也要，你结过婚的啦。 你第2次的时候再去经验会馆啊。哎，铁门坐哪里啊？啊，你有办满月酒吗？啊，没有办满月酒，1岁的时候再办好不好？1岁啊，我们到经验会馆办一下，好不好？我会叫申董事长把你打到骨折。我们请场上球员停止赛前练习。 各位呢，现场呢所有的狮日军的家人，以及呢今天来到新竹玉鼎工程师的主场，所有的球迷朋友呢，大家晚安。再一次呢欢迎大家来到呢我们新竹玉鼎工程师的主场。今年呢是我们的第1场呢在非假日举办的赛事，而也很感谢呢今天有这么多人大力的支持，我们今年创造了 P.LEAGUE 在非假日第1个满场，先给自己掌声鼓励一下，谢谢大家。 那我们新竹玉鼎工程师呢，对于呢我们深耕新竹哦，所有的力量可以说是不遗余力。我们从呢校园、社区的探访，以及呢对于呢我们在地所有的店家大力的支持，在我们新竹，不管呢是新竹县市，有超过呢1000多面的应援旗，然后呢都会挂在自己的门前。那也希望呢透过这样的方式呢，来深耕我们大新竹地区。除此之外，很多人都说新竹是美食沙漠。 但是我们今天呢，也特别邀集了超过了20家以上我们新竹在地的美食，要提供给大家。如果呢今天有外地来的朋友，那你也可以呢好利用时间，好好呢去做一个品尝。但是呢，最有趣的是，今天呢是我们 VERF 的封城攻略的主题日活动。那我们大家吃得很开心。等一下呢，开场呢会有一段呢很精彩的演出要呈现给大家，所以呢也请呢大家呢千万不要错过。 除此之外呢，今天也特别呢感谢了我们这边有很多我们 EMBA 的学长姐，今天呢也特别拿到摩东奖，希望你们可以玩得相当的开心。 除此之外呢，我们康普集团呢也在我们球队的连胜的过程当中，给予呢加码的赞助，所以呢再一次呢感谢康普集团大力的支持。那我们废话不多说，我们准备呢要来进行想办法要进行反击的时刻了。所以呢，在我们开场之前，也请呢现场的朋友将您的目光锁定大荧幕，请看影片。
为了一个梦想，你愿意坚持多久？训练、备餐，不断重复，1年365天，数千次的训练，跨越千里的追寻，孤独、自律、坚持。我的一生为我的梦想而燃烧。
刚刚呢，大家在我们吃了很多新竹的美食，吃得相当的开心。接下来呢，要为大家邀请到的是我们全能的健美舞王，国际健美总会 IFBB 的 Pro， 用最热情的掌声欢迎 Lion 刘翔。现场的朋友，先给刘翔来一点尖叫声，有请女性的朋友。哇，太厉害了！今天呢，真的很感谢了我们这一次的冠名赞助厂商，我们本周主题日的冠名赞助厂商 Verb， 特别呢邀请到呢我们真的是 Pro 级的，那他英文名字也是 Lion 的刘翔来到我们活动的现场。那主办单位心眼很坏，硬要我出来访问他一下，我怎么好意思跟他站在一起？我们2个人站在一起，像话吗？哎， 好，那我们刚刚看到呢，我们其实健美运动本身呢，在我们国内呢，也是一项呢相当健康的运动，它也是呢必须呢透过呢很长时间的一段训练哦。那我想问一下刘翔，你平常吃什么？
平常就是跟大家吃的差不多，只是我都是自己煮比较多，就是吃家里，就是牛肉、鸡肉、鸡蛋。
牛肉、鸡肉、蛋，其实平常
跟
大家吃的都是还蛮一样的。
对。
哇，那今天呢，真的很，我们今天呢，就是很反差的一段表演。我们外面呢，满满的美食摊位，邀请到一位呢身材如此壮硕的健美先生，Pro 等级的刘翔来到我们活动现场。那大家看到呢，你刚刚呢都是一个比较动态性的，可不可以呢为我们展现一下，就是说在我们健美比赛当中要拿到高分的一个姿势呈现给大家？
OK，
好吧，我先离远一点。好，请看。现场的朋友，用最热情的掌声献给了我们最帅气的健美先生刘翔，谢谢。 这是呢，P.LEAGUE 当中，我们开季4年来第一位穿这么少来表演的特别嘉宾。看完力的呈现之后，我们就来看美的组合，用最热情的掌声欢迎牧师女孩。
Giving it all on up to you.
Straight on one fighter.
Tastes like chili, Philly, dilly. Tastes like chili, chili, Philly, dilly, dilly, dilly. And tastes like chili, Philly, dilly. Tastes like chili, chili, Philly, dilly, dilly, dilly.
Lady, 보이지 않아 더 걸어가네.
We keep it spicy, chili. Tastes like chili. Dilly, dilly, dilly. And tastes like chili. Dilly, dilly, dilly.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy.
Come on, girl, tell me how you feel.
I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams.
Give me the thing that ready for me to get to life. Feeling baby girl, because me cannot be denied. You can do.
Baby boy, not a day goes by.
“最热情的掌声，谢谢牧师女孩为我们带来精彩的开场表演。马上呢，要为大家介绍今天呢来访的客队新北国王篮球队球员登录名单。首先登场的是球衣背号1号的林书伟。 2号苏培凯，球衣背号3号陈俊南，4号李威霆，球衣背号10号简佑哲，11号王柏志，14号米歇尔，球衣背号17号苏世轩，19号林金榜。 24号洪志善，33号安妮奎，49号翟正浩，55号曼尼高，球衣背号72号林立人 新北国王篮球队总经理毛嘉恩、总教练莱恩、马克、林振宇、首席体能教练张崇熙、体能教练刘振宇、防护员邱国凯、吴崇豪、影片分析师李维恩。接下来呢，也请大家呢把手电筒、灯牌准备好了。We are 新竹 ，We are Lioneers。国语好帅！邀请的呢是我们 Junior 博宇。那接下来呢，也请现场的朋友将您的目光锁定大荧幕，请看影片。马上呢，为大家介绍新主预警工程师球员登录名单。首先登场的是球衣编号2号，攻击范围超广的阿广江广谦。那今天的每位球员呢，都穿上他们的绰号的球衣，要呈现给大家。接着登场的是球衣编号3号，三分球的小王子王子面王子刚。球衣编号7号，中距离刺客小黑曾百玉。球衣编号8号，不讲理的射手小烈朱云豪。球衣编号9号，洋将的好朋友小田田浩。以及呢，球衣编号12号，持续进化的 Avon 李佳瑞。球衣编号20号，中华队的禁区悍将，人称社会观察家周伯勋。球衣编号42号，今天呢穿上原住民姓名的3分炮塔，苏样卢冠轩。接着为大家介绍的是球衣编号55号，加盟之后已经呢有6连胜的隐形工程霍利飞。接着呢，要为大家介绍新竹预警工程师先报的名单，也请呢现场的朋友跟着音乐节奏一起来，球员跟着跳喽。工程师。首先登场的是球衣编号1号，逆风高飞的副队长阿飞施延忠。 球衣编号11号工程师的战神 ，A.K.A 第4节先生，叫你投吗？肖顺义。以及呢，球衣背号6号 Number 6，对他来说，不管呢是篮下3分都很 easy 的伊里克拉。Number 24，球衣背号24号，准备好要料理对手的 The Chef Family 艾夫伯。最后为大家介绍的是球衣背号4号，穿上球衣就是为了家人而战的阿乐高国豪。新竹玉鼎。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Before the battle at the ballot box, it's the box office brawl on a Friday night here in Taiwan. The new Taipei Kings, fresh off their East Asia Super League Final Four clinching win, are up against the 6th win in a row, hottest team in the Plus League right now in the Hsinchu Toplus Lioneers. Let's take a look at the current Plus League standings. Heading into Week 10, Dreamers had their winning streak stopped by the Lioneers, but they still have the top spot in the standings with a bit of a cushion over the Kings and the Lioneers. Whichever one of these teams wins tonight will actually be in a 2nd place. The Pilots, with 2 wins over the Braves, take over 4th place, and the Steelers ended their losing streak but received some bad news to Captain Yu Zhenlu, who has multiple injuries to his right knee. On the Mandarin broadcast, it is Mark田宏奎 on the right, and on the left 小胡胡俊奇。球迷朋友们，你找到了官方的英文转播，要看中文的转播连接，当然就按到了中文的转播连接。谢谢你的收看，记得我们的 Plus League 的比赛都要按赞。Well, on a special occasion, what do the Lioneers have in store for the fans in the building? We are told it is a very well-attended game, at least on the ticket sale size. Fans filing in on a Friday night. Tomorrow is election day, so may be a lot of local support here in the building in anticipation of tomorrow's vote and the big matchup.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Music Girl 的斐琪。今天是 VEV 封城攻略主题日，那我来带大家来看一下我们这次的活动专区。现在呢，他们推出了联名款式，那后面呢有非常具有特色的新竹的 logo， 非常可爱，而且它还有出帽 T 款。所以就是摸起来很舒服，而且是采用我们台湾顶级的机能布料，所以很透气，外出或者是出门健身啊都很适合。那我们现在站的位置是应援大锤王体验区，我们只要敲出指定分数就可以获得限定好礼哦。那我来挑战看看，应该挺难的哎，好重哦！1、2、3。有吗？哦，好像蛮高的哎，但是好像还没有到达我们的指定分数，所以希望很多那个球迷们都可以来挑战，跟我一起来 PK。
Welcome back inside the stadium, where some fellow representatives of the Verve brand. The Lioneers theme this weekend is called 封城攻略. They do expect to have 7,000 in attendance for the game. The Plus League record on a weeknight was the 2-8 matchup between the Lin brothers in Xinzhuang, which had 6,800 announced crowd that night. And previously, the Lioneers season high was 5,643 against the Steelers on Christmas Eve. But in anticipation, perhaps, of this matchup against the new Taipei Kings, you can imagine it might be also garner the interest of the fans here in Hsinchu. But for the Kings, actually might be a little bit of a change. They have Jeremy Lin and number 9 Li Kaiyan out for this one. Both of those gentlemen nursing some injuries. And I think it's almost understandable that the Kings have a little bit of a rotation side. It is a long season and you match up many times. JJ.
很开心啊，因为可以就是出国比赛，不像台湾就是在台湾的比赛，因为可以到就是东南亚或者是就是亚洲很强的球队队伍的国家可以去比赛，就自己很兴奋，希望之后有多一点的上场机会可以去帮助球队。这是一定会面临到的问题，因为我们最近真的伤兵比较多，然后就是我们需要更多的替补球员。需要去增加那些受伤主力球员的火力，不然我们这样真的会这个低潮可能会蛮久的，所以我们要赶快解决这个问题，然后就是去修正，然后并且去改进，然后希望我们可以在新的一年可以有更好的表现。对。
Sharing that it's fun to go around the region to play these strong teams, but you also want to play against them and increase his playing time. And as the second question about how to bounce back from the lull, he says that the subs need to step up for the fatigued and hurt starters. There is the recent 4-game losing streak for the Kings, allowing 105 points, only scoring about 93 themselves with their shooting splits going down, and it's not going to be made easy tonight. The Lioneers defense has been rather stingy in their winning streak, and with their injuries, and of course, still waiting on the return of Yang Jingming, 2-time MVP of the Plus League, who's going to be that point of attack. They have Joseph Lin, who will get the start tonight, and was kind of the only point of attack for the Kings against their opponents in the Dreamers last weekend, and the Dreamers were able to defeat them. There on screen in the jacket is Li Kaiyan, dealing with a lower leg injury. But on the other side, we spoke to Xiao Sun-yi, kind of the glue guy for the Lioneers, now team captain, has seen his minutes played and points per game increase from 12 minutes up to 25, almost 26 minutes, and 4 points per game in the first 2 years as the Lioneers to last year, 9 points per game. Of course, the injury in the preseason kind of hampering him, but his return has certainly provided a boost to the Lioneers. He is also in the starting lineup opposite of Jie Yongze.
信心吧，不管是球员给自己的信心，或者是教练给球员的信心，都有明显的提升。所以就是很明显，在场上大家也比较敢出手，跟做任何事情，不管是失误可能会发生失误的事情，大家都比以往更敢去做。所以当然就是有信心会蛮有差的，对。其实主要就是感谢啦，就是主场其次，当然主要是客场也有很多非常多的一群粉丝都会，不管是骂我们或者是支持我们，都会到现场来帮我们加油。所以我觉得只有支持可以，就是现在心里的感受这样子，嗯。
The captain of the Lioneers, Xiao Sun-yi, turned 31 years old before the season started, saying that the biggest difference the team has from before is confidence. Confidence to shoot the ball, confidence to make plays. Everyone has a little bit more bravery in their heart to take shots, make moves out there, even if it risks turnovers. And second, asked about the fan support, saying he's very thankful. Lots of fans at home, but even more on the roads. The cheers and criticisms out there all let him feel a little bit of warmth. Let's get to the starting lineups for the Kings left to right. Su Zixuan, Lin Shuwei, Tony Mitchell, Kenny Manigault, and Jie Yongze. And for the Lioneers, the same starters as they had against the Dreamers on last Sunday. Number 1, Sian Zong, number 4, Goggle Hall, Earl Clark, Xiao Sun-yi, and Mike Febra, or Mike Feba, as you might hear on the English broadcast. Interesting for the Lioneers, you can almost say, if you're superstitious, put their winning streak on the line by bringing in center, new import signing Devontae Davis, who is a very strong defender and showed off some scoring prowess by getting a double-double, but they went away from Mike Holyfield, but he's back in there coming off the bench for this game. Meanwhile, the Kings combination of, there you see on screen showing off the Avs, Tony Mitchell, Christian Inigue, and Kenny Manigault did play together way back on December 23rd. In the game against the Braves, Jeremy Lin stole the show with that one though, with 44 points and kind of is labeled as a Braves fourth quarter collapse. Now the Lioneers with their current import trio for this game, 5 games played, 5 wins. They only allow 88.8 points per game. With a big enough sample size, it's only outdone by some Dreamers combinations for defensive metrics. After a pregame dance, Liu-Shan now also out there to do the ceremonial tip. When all the festivities, pregame out of the way, we are ready for basketball. Kings in white and the Lioneers in this new spotted purple jersey. Of course, thematic for the Verve weekend. But a jump ball violation. And it looks like we will have an inbounds right in front of the scorer's table, which, if I'm remembering my FIBA rulebook correctly, almost never happens because the quarter inbounds are always opposite of the scorer's table. So there's something new, something to food for thought. As Xiaosui lets an early 3 go, and the rebound eventually bounced out to the FIBA, guarded by Jianyouzi. The fadeaway gets all net. He's Chef Mike, he's Money Mike. He's a flying superstar in FIBA. And also plays quite hard on the defensive end, trying to guard Kenny Manigault. He gets a nice finger roll in to even it up. And whistle as the ball was being brought up. And a look at Kenny Manigault, easily one of the strongest guards in the league. He's listed at 196. FIBA's listed at 198. That's awfully close. Now Earl Clark's got a touch with big Susishin in front of him. And he rattles in a 2. The Lioneers do average the least assists per game on the season, only at 16.5. Flipping it up, but Mitchell was not quite in position, and Oscar will actually force it off of a King. Gonna look at the individual move by Easy. It's also a nickname kind of game. It's all okay as long as the referee and the scoring table can recognize the jersey numbers on the players. Kind of careless with the ball, and Kenny Manigault, look what I found with this steal. Go right at FIBA and ball out of bounds. He'll stay with the Kings on this side. I'm Orion Chen, your English play-by-play. Thank you for joining this broadcast. Joseph Lin inbounds to Tony Mitchell, who rolls to the basket. The flip is in by number 1, Joseph Lin. He's guarding Oscar as Mitchell pins it against the backboard, and the Kings kind of have a half transition going on. They swing it, JJ from the right corner, no good, and Mitchell put it on target. Second effort, he lays it in. Wrong move there by number 14. years ago, before the pandemic, was a member of the, at the time, of Fubon Braves when they played in the SBL. They got the switch as Clark with Joseph in front of him, but swings it. Xiao Sui's got an open look and buries it. Getting the lead back for the Lioneers as Xiao Sui, after last week guarding Li Triqi, is guarding another guard. Slip passes Mitchell, taking on the defense and scoring. Mitchell's a ball of energy out there, and now with the Plus League import rules being you can have 3 on the active roster, 2 on the floor, that means the guys get a little bit more rotational rest. The corner, Xiao Sui hit one, but leaves this one short, but on the switch, a little bit of rebounding troubles for the Kings. Kind of lucky, Lioneers have a kickball violation out there. Get another look. And the Lioneers winning streak, they love to have Oscar, Fibra, and Clark, Davis, or Holyfield involved with some high ball screens as there's a blocking foul on the outside. Number 1, Hsinchu, former pilot, former Puyan player. Actually, in the same time going to Saming Jasang way back when. As Kenny Manigault might have been duped by the defense and cleans up his own mess. Jeff Mike with a long fadeaway, but that one's in and out. Had some of the courtside fans on their feet. Manigault, no look pass, but deflected. And the Lioneers have numbers. Hsinchu will flip it back up, and the blown layup by Clark. Scramble for the rebound as Xiao Sui with the reverse layup. JJ, a quick catch and shoot. He got it. Early explosive scoring to start, which kind of taking me back because the last basketball game I watched was the New Taipei Kings against the Ryukyu Golden Kings on Wednesday. As Oscar putting on the crossover moves, had him duped, then the pass. Xiao Sui overshoots the runner. Might have been a little bit too in the sharing mood. Joseph Lin taking on the defense, and it will fall after the right-handed lay-in. A missed opportunity on one end, and they made one on the other as Oscar fouled going for the hoop. Will it count? Yes, it does. And one. The Lioneers point guard. We are 8 seconds away from our first commercial timeout, and the referee calling fouling from the trailing official. It could have been either JJ or Joseph. So Oscar, in and out. And Earl Clark finally realized which side of the basket he was on. Joseph Lindo quickly trying to get it back, but Michael Holyfield, fresh in the game, provided enough of a deterrent as Clark finding his dribble again. We'll have another one bounce out. He's missed 2 at the rim. Manigault flying away and only getting the nylon as Joseph went to a big sushi and a goaltending. Ball is on the way down by Holyfield. We'll be going to our first break. The New Taipei Kings trying to end a losing streak and end the Lioneers winning streak. We're in Hsinchu the night before Taiwan's national elections. Take a break. We'll be back after this.
muscle camp. Like muscle camp. 很好哦，雪堂姐 EMBA 的雪堂姐。哦，弟弟，换你展现出你的 muscle。
They let me get lost if you don't. Look at the reaction when I hit him with the phone. Got Fizzy in the back, got cello in the front. Listen to the record, boy, I got what you want. It's so fly, cause the club on Sean. Got hits like a wolf, big one back in the zone. Let's take it back, throw back the zone. Being at the waist, lean to the front.
We like you, a Plus League viewer, so go ahead and like us back on the YouTube stream. The new Taipei Kings coming in to Hsinchu for the first time this season. The two teams in a head-to-head so far this season. One win apiece in a Xinzhuang Gymnasium in New Taipei. It is a small league, so they do have playoff history. It was the second season of the Plus League. There we also see that the Lioneers and the Kings might have been lined up in the incorrect order for the free throw. Well, that'll help Earl Clark's layup percentages after missing a couple. To sort something out with the scorers table, so the break is extended by a little bit. You can follow along to the game. As you see, actually we also have a problem with how many Kings and how many Lioneers are on the block. So that is perhaps an officiating mistake, that's for sure.
这是一个蛮有趣的画面哦，我们所有人见证了这历史性的一刻。
So it is something weird to sort out for the scorers table. Ball gets through, but it's Joseph Lin who will pick it up off the deck. Going with the right hand, the bounce is soft and it falls through the nylon. Stadium scoreboard say Joseph Lin has 6 on the night. Christian Inigue's in there, guarding Clark. Number 42 from the corner, and this Holyfield his teammate up. That was Lu Guanxuan. The missed shot guarding JJ. Pass bounce as Clark goes to the deck. He'll hang on to it, but double team now and forced into a jump ball. Not quite a direct turnover, but a small mistake out there. Would have turned into a Lioneers fast break if they can collect it cleanly. As you see Xiao Sun-yi's nickname on his jersey, "Did I tell you to shoot?" a reference to Seasons 2 preseason where he yelled at Gao Guohao. It seemed like in anger, though, the Lioneers have turned it into kind of a fond memory of the team history as Oscar has called for the hand check.
4号的阿勒退人犯规。
That makes it 2 fouls apiece in the opening quarter. Tony Mitchell given a step, takes the 3. That one's no good, and Wang Zigang, fresh in the game, has his first step. Going right to the basket and a foul underneath. So Holyfield will step up to the line where I remember it's getting a lot of applause from the home fans as he was on a missed free throw shooting streak, then made several in a row to clinch a game. on the season, almost 9 points a game, 7.8 rebounds. Well, qualify that he only averages 22 minutes played per game, and he splits the free throw chip with 1 make and 1 miss in the opposite order. Clark out, FIBA in. Number 72, Lioneers in the corner as this away, Mitchell is fouled by Holyfield. One going the each way. You see Joseph Lin creating the opportunity. As we mentioned early in the broadcast, he's the one to look out for on the Kings side to create for himself and create for his teammates. So Mitchell returns the favor. And he'll go off for now number 11, Wang Bozi. Or if you've been watching Plus League basketball, you know him as a Tank. Rubio screen of FIBA will be forced into a miss. Kings have numbers. Joseph Lin on the spin, tough shot. And Oscar will push it the other way. Over to FIBA, quick double as Ling Jingbang and his teammates sort out the defense. Kind of in a zone look right now. Going right to the basket, pass too high by Prince. Spreading out wide, Xiao Li will choose to get it out. About 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, Joseph trying to use footwork, and there's a whistle. Oscar with his second personal. Look out for that. Trying to go for the ball, but catching arms as well. There'll be more free throws for the visiting Kings. So despite having joined the New Taipei Kings when they had number 9 Li Kai-yin and Yang Jingmi, and this season with his brother Jeremy joining, Joseph Lin still averaging 13.5 points per game on the season. He's never been a dead-eye free throw shooter this season. Coming into tonight, 11 for 18. Everyone's got an area to improve. Perhaps that's it for Joe. He does get a lot of possessions now in the current injury status of the team. He's joined by now Venti. Oh no, Venti takes his place out there as Wang Zigang tries to go around the defense and miss everything. Tang will line up a shot. A pretty good softness, close out of bounds, and they say it's off the chef, though he's requesting for a video replay challenge. Ling Jingbang was the closest King involved. Looks like we will have the challenge by Coach Greg. And I would say that would be an easy correction. A little bit of a change to the staffing, as didn't read it in the pregame, but there you see on the right, Huang Zhenfeng is the crew chief tonight. Hong Sixuan. Next to him is U1 or umpire 1, and number 13, Hong Rui, is the U2, known as Kobe in the refereeing circles in Taiwan. This is a pretty good and easy correction, as Ling Jingbang was pretty much the only one who touched it. But we don't see anything close to the ground if it touched FIBA's foot, though if his foot is out of bounds and you hit it on his foot, that would be a ball out of bounds off the Lioneers. as long as you hit it when you're inbound. Oh, that's too much, Ryan. Too much. Lioneers trying to catch up. Right now in a 5-point deficit. Quick double. It looks like Tombori got away with 2 hops there. Looking for Holyfield. Rubio screens as Mike lets it fly off to the right. A foul first on the floor as Tank couldn't stay in front.
中队7号王博士确定犯规。
Another look. Now Holyfield using his legs to get in an advantageous position. It's not about the strength right away in that situation. Wang Zigang, today called Wang Zimian. Favorite late night craving noodle as Xiaoli will be whistled, I believe. Coming down on a Holyfield, though the Kings disagree. Easy cross screen, and the Kings just don't communicate. Here is shout in the stadium. Xiaoli was a former Lioneer in their inaugural season. Holyfield right now proving to be too tall, too strong for the Kings defense. He stands at 208 centimeters tall. Again, misses at the line. Does make the correction. Handoff game for the Kings as Venti slips into Ligue stuff. A 2-minute block by number 55 Holyfield. Lioneers have numbers. Mike had that slip from his hands. Holyfield missing the baby hook. Lioneers keep it back as non-stop movement and a not secure hands by Rubio. That's number 20 Zobo Xu in the game. Jinbang will Swiss the mid-range. Calm things down if you're a Kings fan. So Tank trying to do his work early by being physical with Holyfield. Pass deflected by Venti. 38-year-old lets it fly. It's too strong as Ling Jinbang couldn't hold on to it. Not a turnover, but a mistake as he's fouls. And hopefully Timber's all right. He crashed into either the equipment or the personnel down there on the baseline. Good aggressive move by Timbo, who took a kind of dangerous fall there. The referees will go to the monitor, review it. I would be doubtful that they upgraded, but maybe there's something else to the game that I'm not seeing with that particular play. The Lioneers, to keep their winning streak going, won last week on the road in Zhanghua, which the Dreamers were trying to go for 11 straight wins, and the plus league record, but they were stopped at 10, tying the season 3 Pilots. And they confirm it is just a common foul. Definitely, you know what, perhaps he hit him in the face on the initial swipe is what they are looking at. So, Joker, Zimbo Yu will try to knock down these 2 free throws. Backup point guard for the Lioneers. Out of Mingdao University. Tries to go with a low line drive. Forced onto his back foot. Venti has to get it back. As the Kings are run their set. Little down screen. Xiaoli doesn't open up, so it's Venti with 6 seconds left. Down to Tankot. Earl Clark in the air and rolls it in with a left-handed finger roll. Tank showing off the moves. Almost a former Dreamer and then a Steeler before signing as a free agent with the Kings. Clark trying to tough fadeaway in Anigue's face and hits it anyways. Manny Manigault back in the fray at his first touch. Manigault had that one tip blocked as he'll be out of bounds. You see Coach Marchand, the black sweater, trying to get a jump ball out of it, which would be beneficial for the Kings. As you see, Clark just got a fingertip on that one. Number 12, Lee Jare is in. As Tim Warrior dekes the defense and finds himself open for 2. Flare screen as Manigault will be whistled. That's Chef Mike there. Didn't quite play it cleanly enough for the referee's liking. I mean, he was in a disadvantageous position there. Got a step behind, so he had to make up ground there. Kenny Manigault going through his free throw routine. And gets the bounce. From Wichita State, Kenny Manigault last year joined the King squad. Imagine he and Joseph Lin might try to stagger their time away from each other as Evan drills the corner 3. That'll bring the Lioneers within 2. Now Manigault from the top. 2-man game with Tank as he's got space to work. Tries to take a tough layup as Christian Anigue got a chance, maybe 2, but could not put it in. So the first quarter is now done and over with in our matchup between the New Taipei Kings and the Hsinchu Toplus Lioneers here from Zhubei Stadium in the Hsinchu County. We'll be back after the following messages.
谢谢瑞迪跟我们指香安口，那应该不是捏捏吧？我会劈腿。好，那我们现在马上送出纪念品了。刚刚呢在西区这边有罚球1球不进的，所以要送给大家的是597的饮品。想要的朋友在哪里？跟着节奏拍手。接下来我们要送给这边的朋友361度的球鞋。南区也来一双球鞋，最热血的在哪里？
The Kings currently undefeated in their inaugural East Asia Super League season with 4 wins, no loss record. With their Wednesday night win to clinch a spot in the East Asia Super League's Final 4. Location to be determined in a low-scoring affair against the Ryukyu Golden Kings from Okinawa. But in the Plus League, they've lost the last 5 of 6, including 4 straight. They're up against the Lioneers, the hottest team in the Plus League, with 6 straight wins in a row. Coming out of the first quarter to second quarter break, Earl Clark missing a tough shot. Christian Inigue touch at the post as good awareness by Chef Mike there. Got his hand on it. And just like that, Holyfield will come into the game. Another pin down, Shaoli sets his feet, and it was close. Of course, typically a play left for Yang Jingming. And Zhen Boyu could not make it, but look what I found. Kings try to up the pressure as Oscar, top of the key, maneuvering left, dropped it for a sec, over to Evan, who was kind of lucky. He was going the wrong direction, crashed into by the defender. That's a classic one of those, Lee Jia-Rui. Maybe you should just shoot it. And it is a foul, I'm not saying that, but I have never seen him take a pump fake and then dribble left. So if anything, Venti, maybe you should have flew even further right. This time he lines it up. It was close. He already made one. You should feel confident. James for Sushishin in the game as Inigue breaks that 3. Andy Manigault got a hand on it and takes the ball away. Shaoli will try again, and this time it's good. Not much cheers now from his former fans here in Hsinchu. Zhen Boyu creating an opportunity as Holyfield finishes the with Evan on has picked up his dribble as you see Joseph Lin coming to the table. Looks like it's out of bounds off of Oscar with Christian Inigue coming over to fight for possession. Another look at Zhen Boyu utilizing the screen and maybe a physical screen, but Holyfield finished off the play. Fresh in the game, Joseph Lin against Tian Hao, who's seen very little playing time. Not a great dribble, but Tony Mitchell's there to pick up his teammate, and that's a play. Sushi had that one blocked, but the referee say something going up, down low. And looking up, there's a hand on the right arm. Su Sishuan, his 4th start of the season, will get the friendly bounce. Small sample size, 2 of 4, heading into tonight's action from the line. And 2 of 2. If you're following along the game, PLeagueofficial.com/game/460 for this particular matchup. Tian Hao, high off glass as Holyfield trying to go with the Elgin Baylor reverse there. Joseph Lin faked out one defender, but runs kind of into some weird spot. Weird pass by Mitchell. 8 seconds left. Rosker got a hand on it. And they will say off of Manigault. That was just really compounding a lot of small mistakes there by the Kings on offense. So the Lioneers actually kind of have 3 point guards out there. Oscar over to Zimboyer, driving left. He's got a lane. No good, and the rebound by the Kings. Kind of lucky as Holyfield again with an opportunity down low. Sushishin with the right hand will drop it in. And that'll create, I believe, the biggest lead of the game for the New Taipei Kings. Oscar rifles the pass to Tian Hao. Going left, but trapped. Now from the left corner, Oscar off the mark. 2-on-2 for the Kings. Tian Hao can't stop Joe, but doesn't make the layup. Definitely not an easy one, having your balance and timing off. Xiaohei will try, and he got it. A stop into a score, and there's a horn out there. I believe it's a timeout. It will be the New Taipei Kings who have issued the timeout on this occasion. We'll go to break, back after this.
手机赶快拿出来，加入赖好友，参与了这个好友推广。我们等一下呢，现场呢会抽出呢游客所提供的 Apple Watch。那包括呢还有呢签名球衣，以及呢我们商城的购物金。我们一共会抽出呢20万元的奖项。 不说了，我也要扫码了。然后呢，如果呢你的大荧幕没有办法呢扫到的话，拍扇后面也有 QR code， 快点哦。
Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. A lot more muscle in the building today, in addition to the ball players on the hardwood. On the special event. Lioneers hosting here in their home stadium with a Verve.
加入赶快呢按传送，就可以呢抽出呢包括签名球衣、购物金、Apple Watch.
Are trying out an interesting new lineup with 3 point guards in there against the New Taipei Kings, who got their standard set. Joseph Lin at point, JJ at the shooting guard, Kenny Manigault, the small forward. James now receiving the basketball. He's the power forward, and Tony Mitchell, the center. Manigault will let it fly, and it will drop. Back to a 7-point lead before we head to the break. The Lioneers knock one down. This time it's JJ committing the foul on the perimeter. Another look at Manigault showing off some plus range there. A lot of ball rotation, but whatever it takes to get it in. Kings switch initially and switch back. It's Zimboyer who takes a plus range 3. Tian Hao, good hands, but also chipped into the basketball. And he finds himself next to the English broadcast. Typical in Taiwanese basketball, the coaches always want the players to go faster, but that's a couple of 2-on-2s that the Kings really didn't get a great shot on. Mitchell fires it to James. He'll try for 3, and that's a splash. Kings have been pretty strong shooting the 3 ball tonight. According to our Plus League website, they are right now 4 of 13, so Clark gets it right back. Lioneers not bad themselves, 4 for 11 on the night. That's still young. Joseph Flynn, jab step, then going right, but somebody got a hand on it. Kings have not been that secure with the basketball. It's not exactly showing up in the stat sheets. Well, I'll say that, but 8 turnovers, but it also feels like even more with some of these small micro passes into bad spots. Tip by Tianhao. He'll go to the basket and lay it in. As another deflection by the Lioneers. JJ not careful enough with it. Going to the basket and a whistle as Holyfield had Joseph Flynn down on the block. Another look at the first steal by Tianhao, and both players getting away with a little bit of physicality there. And then the second steal right after by the Lioneers. Second personal for Joseph Flynn, as now Coach Greg asking for a timeout, despite his team getting 2 stops. So kind of interesting timing for this timeout to come about. On the game, the Kings have 8 assists to 6 turnovers as we listen in.
Earl, Mike, O， 可以吗 ？OK， 然后这边填。第一个，这一边几位？他报，给到 Earl， 给到 Earl， 所以这一个人快速 cross screen， Mike这一边，不管是 Mitchell 还是谁 ，cross screen 这一边直接挤过来。所以 Earl 这边塞进去，所以这一边没有受脚，发完你们要出来。 所以如果没有的话，他要出来这一边。啊 ，sorry， 这一个挡完了 O 再出来做 high low。
Kind of seen a different approach from the 2 teams. The Lioneers, especially in their winning streak, have gone to a lot of 2- and 3-man game. As we see a comparison of a couple of the top point guards in the league. Oscar recently averaging 25 points in the head-to-heads. Joseph 16 points. Skip pass to Xiaohei, but nothing opens up. So Kings are mismatched out there. Tianhao will get a catch and shoot and leaves it short. Looks like the Kings defensively blew up that play. Now on the Kings side, they've been running a lot of full 5-man action. Flip pass targeted to Mitchell, but that was off the mark as Oscar races ahead and scores the layup. That's the 3rd time this game the Kings have tried to hit Mitchell on the alley-oop, but the Lioneers do a pretty good job diverting his pass or getting into a spot he can't handle as Manigault with a tough lay-in. But the Lioneers also have not stopped dribble penetration. going backdoor. Tianhao coming up for the handoff. Now he'll alley-oop, but a whistle as Holyfield could not finish the three-point play. Although I'm sure if you ask him, he would say he needs to finish it off. Whatever the contact was down low. And there you see Mitchell with a hand on the stomach area. Maybe that threw him off. Looking up at the in-stadium scoreboard, Mitchell with 2 personal as Holyfield again will go to the line. Did not load enough with that motion. Holyfield already with 7 rebounds on the game, 5 of them on the offensive end. Mitchell tips it in legally, well, I guess illegally, but being the ball drops in, it's 1 point for the Lioneers. So a Venti and Joe lineup. The right-handed runner is short. The Lioneers again on the run. Oscar missing, and Holyfield can't handle it. The ball goes out of bounds. I think it was doing on number 8, trying to provide a screen assist. So they have Joseph Lin off ball now. Going right through past Mitchell, down low as Christian Inigwe finished off the oop. Good adjustment there as Mitchell found an open man. Paint scoring, they're provided by our partners at Momo Television. 28 for the Kings, 20 for the Lioneers. On the switch, Clark will let it fly, and wow. Another bucket for number 6. Jump pass from Joe, but nothing opens up. Oscar, one of the better guard defenders, but allowing the slip as a Mitchell with a one-handed hammer. Stunning the crowd in the arena. Go back to a 5-point lead. On an aggressive defense, and Mitchell might be called for a holding, though he's trying to contend that Holyfield was holding him. Those calls you can probably expect will go for the offensive side more often than not. As you get another look at Tony Mitchell utilizing those long arms to reach up and dunk it. But 3 personal fouls, he'll go to the Kings bench. 2 minutes left in the first half. So there's Holyfield with a free throw motion that's worked best for him. Getting into a squad and then shooting it in one motion. There you see already 8 points. Can't make 2 for 2 on a trip. Tianhao whistled. Only the second Lioneers foul on the quarter. Well, it's been a long stretch, but Mike Feba is in the game. So, looking out on the floor, I'd imagine Kenny Manigault will be guarding him on the other side. Yeah, Xiao Shui guarding Joseph Lin. They show as JJ will get in a 2-point range, a miss. Team rebound by the Lioneers, though. Chef Mike almost bumped it out of Clark's hand. Double team as Clark handles and is fouled at the rim. Going to be on JJ, and more free throws for the Lioneers. Good patience by Money Mike there to find the opportunity for his teammate. Xiaoli will check into the game. Headband, armband, showing off the Lee brand. There you see Clark, 13 points so far. He's also getting up there in rebounds already with 6. The Lioneers, as a team, are leaving points at the line. And now only 5 for 11 as Manigault spins into the low block, putting it high up. Maybe it was Clark's defense that forced the miss, but a rebounding foul by Zhongyuhao, dutifully bumping down against Anigwe. Let's see who caused the miss. It was just Manigault trying to put a lot of air under it. Pass into James, to Joe, guarded by Keon Hall. Clark held off the spot, Joseph Lin. Here's a great example of utilizing your body to hold off the defender. Off 2 is missed as Sushi bounced off his shin. It probably saved him for a turnover. Down to Christian, twisting but missing. It was not an easy angle as Manigault stops a Lioneers fast break. Getting some encouraging words from Manigault, who says, hey, come down and reset there. You had time, you had a small guy on him, but of course, maybe not easy to convince Christian there. He was spinning around. He didn't know he had number 19 Hall on him. Just over a minute left as Clark getting some space, but that one, I think, blocked from behind. Now numbers for the Kings as Clark is slow to get up. Xiaoli from the left corner. It's in! As the Kings get the lead back up to 5. A little bit too physical. It'll be free throws this time for Fibra as Kenny Manigault shows off the tattoos. And a look at the pinpoint skip pass by Manigault. One of the league leaders in assists. In fact, he is now number 1 at 5.7 per game, and there's a good example of how he can do it. He's just so strong with those passes and so accurate. But at the line, Fibra. Very excited to have Deontay Davis join him. He's probably as enthusiastic as I see in a post-game press conference, as when asked about getting connected on a different team with each other. Joseph Lin working into his range. The jumper is missed as Anigwe from close. Looked like Xiao Sui took a little bit of a hit to the face on the play, but all fair, according to the referees. Perhaps the last possession. Lioneers trying to close in on a 9-point deficit. Mike Fibra, dribble right. The runner is good. And that'll leave no time for the Kings. The first half is now over with. Game 38 of our Plus League regular season between the Lioneers and the Kings. We'll be going to a break before we begin our halftime analysis here on the English broadcast.
张一来，小孩啊，你都几岁了？还有哪里？很辛苦哦，妹妹要玩吗？好，妹妹。好，还有你，你不要。好，这边有没有小朋友？好，来，来6位小朋友，6位小朋友在这边一起哦，6位最后一组。智联的3位，好，那我们先来呢，先让呢我们场上的6位 KOL 来做示范，3个在这边，3个在那边，一起翻。然后你们谁是代表黑队？男生黑，3个男生欺负3个女生。好，这边有30片的板子，男生是黑队，女生是白队。你们要把黑色的板子翻成白色的，你们要把，我本来想骗他们了。等一下，地上白色的多，女生赢；黑色的多，男生赢。了解了哈？好，然后等一下。智联的排在他们后面，排在他们后面。你们第2组，哦，不要，女生的不要，那智联到那边 ，EMBA 来这边 ，EMBA 第2组，第2场就换你们。然后谦哥，你们来这边第3组。好像。
Welcome to halftime here in Hsinchu County Stadium, home of the Hsinchu Toplus Lioneers. The winners of all 3 P.LEAGUE Best Home Courts, as voted on by the fans and the media in its various forms. On the Mandarin broadcast, Wu Junqi and Amar Teonkui. I'm Ryan Chen, your English play-by-play, taking care of you guys over here. If you're wondering why the sound from my voice is not matching up to the shape of the mouths of our 2 Mandarin broadcasters. Some of the sights from the first half were the Lioneers, of course, counting on the shot-making abilities of Earl Clark, Mike Efebra, and Oscar Gogwahal and their creating ability. But joining the fray also, as the Lioneers have done an interesting choice with their lineup, having number 7 Zhenbo Yu, a point guard, along with 5'8" Tian Ho out there. He's a point guard, but it seems very little playing time this season. Meanwhile, on the King sides, without number 7, you might have heard of his name before, Jeremy Lin, and without number 9, Li Kaiyan. Mainly counted on Joseph Lin and Kenny Manigal, at least to run the show. So actually in this one, number 24, Venti, Hong Tzu-san is getting quite a bit of run as either a combo guard or a point guard in there with his teammates. But I will say, interesting looking at the stats from the game, the Kings actually have done a better job on the rebounds. The Lioneers shooting just about 40% from the field and missing 8 free throws means the Kings have had to do their best to defend the rebounding game. The Lioneers do have taller inside players, interior players, between Clark's about 6'10.5", 209 centimeters, and Holyfield, 6'10" or about 208. So not nearly as tall as the Dreamers when they have Chris McCullough, for example, or Brandon Gilbick in there, for example. They have the team rebound. There you see the combined stats where each team has 5 made 3-pointers. The Kings making a few more field goals. Lioneers not shown on screen, more free throw opportunities. The rebounded in the Kings' favor, the assists, just one more for the Kings, and turnovers there at the bottom, 7 apiece, according to our colleagues over at the scorers table. A pretty close matchup, but the Kings right now with a 7-point advantage. We'll go to a break before getting to the leading scorers from the first half.
我们让他一直翻到结束好了，让这些小朋友很累，爸爸妈妈回去就轻松多了。其实30秒早就过了。难得可以整到这些小孩，尤其是霸式的小孩。 工作人员算一下，黑色多还是白色多？好，黑色获胜。好，那我们来颁奖。好，来，我们都到前面一起拍照，好不好？ 我们首先呢，先颁发给我们获胜队黑队。请来拍照。好，一凯来代表接受礼物好了，一凯，一凯，你穿衣服都不太认得你，我算了，你还是穿好。 那个我们是智联啊，智联也有智联获胜，那我们代表领奖。这是呢我们跟Bird 联名的球员签名球衣，来恭喜我们黑队。
We're about 6 minutes away from the start of the second half. Commentating in the halftime break period of this game between the Lioneers and the Kings here. A battle for second place. Let's get to the leading scorers for the Kings. Kenny Manigault, 11. James Susushen with 9, along with Joseph Lintz, 9. Tony Mitchell has 7, and Xiaoli Ling Liren has 6 points. He came off the bench tonight. And the Kings, unlike the Dreamers game, not in as much foul trouble facing the interior of the Lioneers side, who have Earl Clark with 13, Michael Holyfield with 8, Xiao Hei Tsimbo coming off the bench with 6, Xiao Sun-yi, he's got 5, and Mike Fiba getting to his 5 thanks to that last play layup before the end of the first half. One last introduction of some of the festivities and products here in the Lioneers home stadium.
Hello， 各位球迷们，大家好，我是外拍记者斐琪。今天这一周呢，是我们风城攻略主题日，我们就可以在工程师的主场体验新竹最强的特色强风。没错，只要在主场呢，就可以体验我们新竹最有特色的强风，还有美食。那我们就可以体验看看，在新竹可不可以留下很棒的回忆。
那今天呢，在我们的商品部，我们也有跟乐呢进行一个联名。限量的衣服，他们的衣服材质真的相当不错，所以呢，如果要购买的朋友千万不要错过。这时候呢，也可以拿出各位的手机，那上面呢扫码就可以获得官方商城的免运费、免运券，所以呢，也请大家千万不要错过。这周的主题呢是风城攻略，我们把新竹的美食都带到了我们新竹县体育馆。我在1月20、21号将是巧虎跟瑞典的同学会，那也是一个呢小主题的一个活动主题周，所以呢也请呢各位呢爸爸妈妈记得带着你们的小朋友来参加我们的活动。我们有赛前的3对3，还有呢我们很多的传统的一些游戏，也请大家千万不要错过。尤其呢可以跟巧虎瑞迪呢近距离的接触。那一天呢，陈建伟会穿巧虎的衣服来，但是他不会戴头套。
We are moments away from the start of the second half on a Friday night before the National Election Day tomorrow. As a reminder, fans, new editions of black, gold, and green Plus League t-shirts on the Plus League store, PLEAGUEofficial.com/shop. The Lioneers home attendance on the season. Very proud. They're at the bottom. 77% stadium attendance. And it's impressive because this is among the biggest stadiums in Taiwan basketball. In the Plus League, the average stadium that gets higher attendance is the Braves Heping Gymnasium, which seats 7,000 per game, as the Lioneers previously would block off some of the seats in the upper levels, and of course in the corners where there's the corner big screens. There's Coach Ryan Marchand, last year's Coach of the Year. It's rather cold in here, so it's kind of impressive how he just has that sweater on. Doesn't even look that thick, but Ryan Marchand, he's a Northern California boy who's not as afraid of the cold as I am. Kings open up with possession as Manigault gets it back from JJ. Little driving kick as ball first, the referees say. Not much created on that opening possession. Same starting lineup for the Kings. And the Lioneers have, there you see on screen, Evan Lee Jarre in for Shiyan's zone to start. Biba spinning, that one sent away. But they say goaltending, ball on the way down. Well, can commend Hsinchu for a good effort there. Another look. It sure is close. Now Joseph Lin tries to go with a spin move. That pass in the Xiaoshui's hand up ahead to Clark. Bill pulls it in with the right hand. The whistle going the other way as Manigault got a step. And just like that, the Lioneers close the gap. And a look at the new headwear by Xiaoshui. Don't think I've ever seen that on him. He has worn a face guard on account of nose injury he sustained in the past. Mitchell stopped initially as Joseph Lin gets it back. Jab step and a big rainbow is off. Evan given a step, he airballs it. No reset of the shot clock as the Xiaoshui stopped. Adjusting and stroking the three. Biba will try to get it right back as the Kings eventually come down with a rebound. Manigault off glass. No, there's a foul. Xiaoshui with the body, and that'll make it, if I'm looking correctly, 2 team fouls by the Lioneers. Just a little bit of too much pressure, says the slot official there. Kenny Manigault's evening, 11 points, 8 rebounds. That second number leads the team. And a little bit more on that free throw. The MC, Ziyan, reminding the fans that there's giveaways if the visiting team misses 2 free throws on a trip. As you see the lion statue that they put in front of their hub, Kenny Manigault denies him that chance. Oscar trying to put the moves on Joseph Lin. That would have been a very tough runner. Not great spacing by the Kings as JJ will fire from the corner. Jayota, a plus league career 35% three-point shooter. Xiaoshui, favorite right corner, shows him how it's done. Manigault to JJ, this time running in for the lay-in. Xiaoshui has now made 2 3-pointers on the game. Jayota, he's now got a personal 5 points, 1 3 and 1 2. Don't worry, I checked that math, it works. Xiaoshui throws it out of bounds. No substitutions yet for either team. Mitchell pulls it down and goes up, but a clutching miss. Thought he would get to the hardwood with that one. Dangerous pass as Sushi, one man to beat, and Oscar clanks the layup. That's not a good look. Has position as they finally go to him. And Oscar eventually is beat, but took a good feed by Joseph Lin. Not to worry, Kings got the points anyways. Eva, deep shot. The ball goes in. I think it'll count. Too physical down low for the rebound, and let's see the referee's call. It will be possession for the Lioneers, as you see. Kind of a weird slippage there on the block, but not much of an argument for James. Lioneers finally recognize that they have a baseline play, baseline inbound. Gets another one. And that'll close the Lioneers within two. Defending Joe as the Kings swing around to Tony Mitchell for another two-handed jam. Eva trying to cook Sushi, but that one is glancing on the front side of the rim. 3-on-2 as good hands by Hsinchu. Deflects it out of bounds. And it's not going to be easier for the Kings as Holyfield in at center. Way off the mark. Shot swing, he's got Joe on him. Slipping to Holyfield and a whistle. Going to be on Chen though. The back defender looked like he was legally guarding there. Good verticality by Mitchell there, but there you see the hand on. Definitely a tough spot for the referees because that is the weak side where they only have really one set of eyes that has a good angle on it in the slot official. But the lead official, you got to step in, try to help your teammate out. A 2-for-2 trip for Holyfield. Again, back within two. Still in, putting it up for a miss in the neighborhood from his own board, but ball getting away and Lioneers basketball. Lioneers on a little bit of a hot streak as we are going to break here in the third quarter. Kings up for now, 63-61. As Mike Viva beating up.
你喜欢哪个女孩 ？Uni， 我们是说喜欢哪个女孩，不是你。好，你喜欢口水，那你喜欢哪一位呢？好，喜欢王子刚。他们都穿着我们 VER 的机能服饰。好，帅哥，你喜欢哪一位？很会哦，有求生欲望哦。其实他喜欢的是小印。好，帅哥，你喜欢哪一个？卖给。
好，你喜欢哪一位帅哥？
A little of this or that interactive
喜欢王子
here in Hsinchu
好
County
花心
Stadium.
哦，这个男的。好，也谢谢呢，大家热情的参与。
In the third quarter, looking at the quarter box score,
各位大哥，你会不会太惊讶了？
the Lioneers already have 8 points from Mike FIBA
镜头挥挥手吧。
after being held to just 5 in the entirety of the first half. And showing off the range there, right at the corner of the 361-degree logo, and then there, kind of some off-rhythm, off-footwork work. There's the shooting splits, 2 for 6 in the first half, 3 for 5 in the second half. We are only about 5 minutes in. Lioneers out of the timeout, go with a horn set. With Holyfield, FIBA, and Oscar with a Spain screen and ran into by Tank from behind. And you see Mitchell giving him a look like, let me handle it. There you see Tank maybe too big for his own good there. So now a chance to earn some points at the line. Need to cook that one a little bit longer. Chef Mike with the line drive free throw. Wearing some very appropriate purple sneakers. Now Tank got a touch on the block as he gets the cross screen. A 3-man game with Joseph Lynn and Mitchell. Stop initially, so JJ will have it bounce off the top and the back of the basket and immediately subbed out for Shaoli. Not been as easy as a season for Janyota. He is 9 for 30 on the season, but that percentage has been going down. And on this game, only 1 for 5 shooting the ball from outside the arc. From the Lioneers main, FIBA miss, and there's a foul. Holyfield got his hands on.
55号霍利菲要返回。
A little bit of a stoppage as you see the violent hand slap by Holyfield. That's definitely one that the coach might say, if you're in foul trouble, don't do that. But if you're not, maybe give it a try. Tank, handoff to Shaoli. Not something I thought I'd say in my Plus League broadcasting career. A little trap. As Tank trying to go to the basket and lays it in. Fans trying to call for a foul with Tank against C and Song there on the drive. FIBA stripped from behind in the whistle though. Did not get a shot off. The referee's in a little bit of a discussion here. Another look at the fine finishing by number 11. Have a little conference with Shaoli and Mitchell. Let's see if Money Mike can be money with these free throws. This time overshoots the first one. As a funny moment between the two free throws, Holyfield was standing on the lowest block. Perhaps a little teasing the Kings and the referees for not lining them up properly in the occasion in the first. The second one is too strong as Shaoli dutifully comes in, blocks out the free throw shooter. Joseph Flynn in the game. He'll miss deep. Oscar bumped him off the spot. The jumper, no. Lioneers get it back. Holyfield got deep positioning, but comes up for the screen as Oscar hesitates and will be called for double dribble. I'm sure the Lioneers fan trying to contend that there was a foul there. Giving a look at what's going on here. Tank was caught in the air and there's no contact. Now the referees can't say that you can't try to deceive the defense and then lunge into them. You see Clark ready to check into the game for the Lioneers. Joseph Flynn trying to drive right, stripped. Has to crash the ball out of bounds and another stop for the Lioneers. Another look at Oscar sliding his feet, staying with the play, and hands right at the right moment. Understandably, the Lioneers are going to put a lot of defensive emphasis on Joseph Flynn. I suggest a little bit more give and go. Try to catch the Lioneers off guard. So Venti will come in as the Kings with a 3-point lead. Oscar and Holyfield working together, and that's that dunk short. Ball on the hardwood, and at least a jump ball eventually. So sure Venti would like the possession. Would have been a stop for the Kings, but arrow to the Lioneers. Get another look at the two-man game. Holyfield trying to put Anigue on a poster, but no. Back to the action. Oscar just getting it in bounds. Clark guarded by Anigue, forced left. Trap double down there as Anigue fouls. Holyfield had a window of an opportunity, but that's the athleticism of Christian Anigue jumping back into play. So not a terrible outcome for the Kings defense there, as you see Tank pulled over to double team. There was definitely a foul there on the arms. There's a free throw percentage on screen. The Kings 7 of 10. Meanwhile, the Lioneers 11 of 22 and 12 of 23. Now Manigal called by Xiao Sun-yi. Venti down to Tank, bumping into Holyfield. The fadeaway is no good. Lioneers get a stop. Chance to go ahead now. Oscar maneuvering to the elbow area, but picked up his dribble. Xiao Sun-yi missing the layup. Holyfield fouled on the rebound, so chance for the lead will have to come at the line. They have the Kings defense scrambling. Xiao Sun-yi kind of putting it up, knowing he had a teammate down to help him out, and Tank nowhere really to go there. Substitution to get Mitchell in for some more size in the game. That's off target. If you're curious, on the season, Holyfield has made 18 of 38 free throws coming into tonight. or about 47.5%. But Coach Greg needs to get more rest time for FIBA. Venti and Mitchell on the handoff. Xiaoli on the downscreen. He's got a lane. High layup. Beautiful one off the window. So Lioneers point total now up to 8. Oscar deep three. It's butter. Tied up at 67 as the crowd into it. Jingbang countering the defense as Mitchell tries the mid-range. So a chance for outright lead. Oscar picked up the dribble though. Now getting it back. Former teammate guarding him, and easy flop and a missed jumper as scramble. Chelsea missing the close one. And now Ling Jingbang will crash into Oscar. If anything, the Lioneers fans, as agitated as they are, might need to settle down because could be a risk for Oscar flopping. Have to see that one again, though. I think we could give Oscar the benefit of the doubt there. Eventually, Xiaoli given the flop warning. Getting a look at this one. The bump is fine, but the acting is not okay. So compliments to Xiaoli from the MC that he might win a entertainment award. And now Oscar will miss at the line. His free throw percentage has not been as good as previous seasons. Coming into tonight, 69.2. Another miss. Holyfield was out of bounds as he was going for the rebound, and that is 4 straight missed free throws. Venti back to Christian. He's got size as that pass goes in between two. Now they do say, initially King's ball and the trailing official, I think, correcting his call. Bad rhythm, really you could say, for both teams, as the Kings will call a timeout with under 2 minutes in the third. Getting a look at PLEAGUE between 2 of his teammates. If anything, Xiaohei was the one in best position.
那只要呢奖项呢超过300元，记得呢要到呢我们大会的服务台领取。
No sound in the Kings timeout.
南区出去南区的右手边，出去南区的右手。
This third quarter right now, led by the Lioneers, 21-14.
小黑，冠轩，哦。 OK， 小黑出，麦，
赶快把握时间。
小黑一拍，哦在12上面，所以这一个人，所以要直接是 Southern Screen 直接走。OK，3 up。对，你是让位，你是让位，你是让位那个，你是让位这一个。Second play， zero special。哎，好，好，哎，第2个 play，second play。Zero special， 给他。Zero special， 给射手。
If you caught it, Lioneers want number 7 Zheng Boyu to initiate this offense. Here to see the exploits of Gao Guohao in the third quarter. Just one made three-pointer. He is a team high +7, having played every second of this quarter. Screen by Clark and onto the other side, Holyfield. They've run this play against the Dreamers. Down low as eventual foul call. I'm sure the Kings wanted a 3 seconds in the paint violation. That time you see Mitchell trying to push Holyfield over, cause him to fall out of bounds. That's his 4th personal foul. Let's see if he can break the streak of Lioneers missed free throws. He does. But it's only one. So let's see what the Kings drew up. And go maneuver in the right. Christian on the block. Now to the other side. Side pick and roll. Manigal's got Holyfield on him, and that one's out. Back to Clark in Big Sushi's face, but the ball will bounce it back in by Holyfield, and Kings have numbers. Shaoli will fire away, trying to contend with some contact as Clark will save it from going out of bounds. Lioneers up by 1. Nothing on with the initial action, so Vent Xiaohei going with the left hand, blocked as it looked like Clark might have been blocked by his own teammate. Little 3-on-2 as Xiaoli's got an open look. He drills the 3. Needed basket for the Kings as they have not seen the ball go through the hoop that much in the 3rd quarter. Whistle to get the wet spot. It is 3 or 4 bodies that went down on that play. Kings on the quarter, 6 of 19, including 1 of 9 3-pointers. That was before Xiaoli's transition 3, as it sounds like the Lioneers want to call timeout and draw a great play. They'll be interested in what the Lioneers dropped this time. They kind of pulled out one of their new favorites with that 5-out set.
Mike out, okay?这一个发进来，这一个发进来给欧，所以这一个是你发，直接给欧，所以这一边是麦，所以这边是麦，这边是这个是2，这一个是博勋，这个是 Rubio， 这个是2，所以第一个麦先走，所以这一边发完的时候直接进来就出来了。
Quincy Davis is in the house. Played in Wednesday's East Asia Super League game. In just 12 minutes, 4 points, 8 rebounds, and was a +11 on the game. So Joe and FIBA in for their respective teams as Oscar running out of time. Can he get the shot off? And a travel call. Could have been out of bounds. I mean, you're in some dangerous territory as the referees want to go to the monitor, check for possible time left on the clock. Now, it's an interesting situation because typically you think of stepping out of bounds as a very clear mark to indicate the end of a time period, but traveling technically can have the same treatment as well. As you see, Lu Guanxuan take all these steps and a forced jump shot with Big Sushi covering up that corner. So, at least initially, my impression is the Kings did a good job to blow up that play. They're gonna see if there's any time left on the clock. Technically, if there is a violation or an out of bounds, there should be time left on the clock. Can't really have a violation with triple zeros up there. Right now, there's just 1 second on the in-stadium scoreboard. Perhaps they want to check to see if they might need to give the Kings a fraction of a second longer.
在第3节比赛结束呢，将要是我们工程师的一个传统。我们要请呢大家呢站起来，跟着呢我们牧师女孩。
It looks like they are satisfied with 1 second.
好，第3节比赛结束，还有最后的1秒钟。
Chance to take a look at what the referees saw in the replay. So 3/4 court, Xiaoli. Chest pass to FIBA, who come down to it out of bounds. No harm done. So the Lioneers cutting into this Kings lead as we head to the 4th and final frame of this one.
Follow me， 欢迎光临。Be happy， 小秘密，干巴的一宿你，到底哪最会表现？再来喽！爱我爸爸爸，冲啊冲啊，呀呀呀，笑啊笑啊，哈哈哈，摇啊摇啊，动一动跳一跳好时尚，爱我爸爸爸，冲啊冲啊，动动动一起来！
Leslie 球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 IU Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏的连结一起学习。3 dances for the fans here inside Hsinchu County Stadium.
好，第4节要拜托大家喽。
The big key stat for me looking at back at the 3rd quarters, the Lioneers able to pull down 18 rebounds to the Kings 13. Now they were forced into a lot of misses close to the basket and again missed a lot of free throws. Maybe that should be the stat, 6 of 14 from the line as a team. But it's a new quarter. Here to decide the result. Manigault driving left, has got a step as FIBA jumps back into play and gets himself a block shot. There's the kind of lead by example that Mike FIBA just demonstrated there, sticking with the play despite getting beat. Kenny Manigault tried to go with like an offhand, off-leg layup, but that created a chance as PLEAGUE spins and finishes with 2. Assist to Joseph Lin there. Xiaoli's in there, coming off the bench in this one. FIBA rises to fire, and that one is taken out of the hands of Hsinchu by Manigault. He'll try to 3. It's no good, as Oscar will get credit for the rebound. From the corner, that'll bounce out of bounds as the players gave up. It did bounce inbounds over the basket, which of course is a rarity, but still legally inbounds. They have only the 1 score. Joseph Lin picked up the dribble. Kenny Manigault clutching and off the window. That'll force the Lioneers to call timeout.
工程师请求暂停。好，这时候呢，我们欢迎呢牧师女孩也要来帮呢球队加油了。
We'll go to break. Back after this. Muse Girls performed their last encore performance of the night. And we have gone to our last television timeout of regulation, so basketball for the rest of the way until the end, where we left off with the Kings getting a score. Increased the lead up to 6 points. Xiao Shui to Oscar. He's got a look. As a little friendly fire between Manigault and PLEAGUE. For those of you young ballers out there, the rule of thumb is the inside player has priority. Though the unwritten rule is the big guy usually gets the rebound. I feel like Xiaoli, you need to bark out an instruction there, help your teammates out. So a second chance for Lioneers. Kick out pass, there's FIBA on the deck. He's got Susashin in the air, but blocked by Manigault. They don't turn it over by call of travel. Xiaoli, a heat check? Wow! I see you, number 72. Mike FIBA, though, just raises the bottom of the rim as he gets back into play. Another lack of focus play by the Kings. Oscar crossing over right. Chelsea in short. Lioneers are a few times need a little bit more legs. Joseph Lin will try, but Clark, easy block. Rosa. Stripped from behind, and Manigault another stop. Check two, yes sir! Lioneers forcing the Lioneers to call their last full timeout with 8:52 left in the ball game. Kings up by 12. Well, I didn't realize Xiaoli was hot with the first one, but with the second one? That is a confirmation of a heat check shot for Lioneers, doing his old team dirty. There's the first one, kind of in transition, and you saw Joseph Lin blocked by Clark, but Xiaoli got it off a little bit faster. He's got now 17, and if I'm reading my records correct, that is breaking a personal regular season high. And if I were to guess, Xiaoli has not scored 17 points in the playoffs.
球都在手上，球都一直在手上 ，Mike 在手上，然后球在手上，没有人在做工作，你没有流畅，然后碗里被人家丢，还没啊，9分钟12分，你快追回来啊，回到好的防守，然后完了以后，2个中锋肯做事，回到 Horns。
Looking at my notes from the third quarter, Kings called the timeout about 6:52 when they're only up by 2. And then they called another timeout when it was tied at 67. Then with 11 seconds left, Coach Greg called a timeout. So actually, perhaps they do have one left. Then we picked up the basketball too early. As the Kings kind of a little bit in a like zone look. Oscar, but Joseph Lin guarding him tightly with 3 seconds left, tries. It gets on the rim as Manigault, another rebound in transition to Xiaoli. Thankfully bouncing off the referee's foot, but he slides out of bounds. He was definitely thinking of another unbelievable three-point attempt and shot. Oh, we're all getting ahead of ourselves. Tianhao will check back in the game. He got it on the steal, the foul. He'll have to earn it from the line as Lioneers catching his breath off the baseline of the Lioneers bench, and I'm sure he's getting some stink eye from the fans and the team over there. But anticipating the pass, kind of baiting his former teammate Tianhao into it, and taking the push foul at the basket. A chance to keep building on his personal career high. On with the first, and it is a rarity if Lioneers goes to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2 on the season. He'll make it 2 for 3. No luck with this as Anigue in the neighborhood. And I think the ball will be on the that side of the floor for the Kings. Manigault in close proximity somehow gets it to Anigue, and he's fouled hard by Holyfield. So more free throws coming up for the Kings. And looking up the board, that's 2 fouls for the Lioneers, none for the New Taipei Kings. So how did he get this pass off? Oh, it was around Holyfield's right waist. So Anigue shows his vet how it's done. Christian with 7 points, 7 boards. Short with the free throw, and the Kings get another offensive rebound. Charlie picked up his dribble too early though, and that's where you run into problems. 5 seconds on the clock. Manigault with a pull-up 3. This time Holyfield secures the board. Simple. Kick out to Afe. That's no good as a double foul is called there. Christian Inigue and Michael Holyfield involved. And some words between Manigault and Holyfield as the two of them are separated by their players and their officials out on the floor. A double foul was called. This is the live picture of Holyfield and Manigault. Little high five after the fact. A live picture, not a replay. Getting a look, Holyfield and Inigue just locked arms there. I'm sure the Kings want to contend that Holyfield dragged Inigue down too. That would be unnecessary. I'm not entirely sure what this stoppage is all about. Because it was a rebounding situation, it's a jump ball, and now the arrow is pointed for the Lioneers. I assume it will switch, and it does. Deep inbound as Holyfield forced to take it in the backcourt, and a backcourt violation. Coach Dreg is gonna have to figure out a 13-point comeback here at home. $11-0 is the scoring on the quarter. Oscar got a hand on the dribble as Joseph Lin trying to escape. He's got a step, and a tough runner is missed. Might be the Lioneers' chance, but a whistle. As Lioneers distraught with the call, and so is his bench. Can't replay fouls, but we'll take another look. As Lioneers, I don't even know if he made contact, but Wong will try to make up for it. The Lioneers still scoreless. Manigault behind it back, between the legs, shaking in and out dribble, floating it up as Inigue. I don't know if he was trying to go for the dunk or the putback. The shot clock was reset to 14. Manigault, the one-man show, tries to pull up and somehow gets it to go. The crowd is stunned here in Hsinchu County Stadium. Oscar will try to pull up, and that one's in and out. Jump pass, Sushi flipping up to Inigue, a little ambitious as Prince will lead it the other way, and Zembori doesn't finish the catch before the shot. They are still scoreless, almost 6 minutes into the quarter. It was a perfect feed by Oscar as Zembori actually dribbled. Not making a catch, going right to the hardwood. Joseph Lin will try the tough right-handed shot as Oscar might have got a beneficial step there because of the defense. Zidane will close off this scoreless streak. At least bring the Lioneers within 12 and perhaps sensing a little bit of fatigue, the Kings will elect to call a timeout with 5:44 on the clock. Being that they're on the road, they just played on Wednesday, it kind of makes sense that they might be a little bit fatigued at this point. As you see, nobody came back in time to defend the shot. So agitated, Coach Grant is not even letting his players onto the bench. They're out on the floor while the Kings 5 are seated.
Be ready for the 2-on-1. If JJ's guys pull in, he's going to be wide open. Winning time. Everybody on the glass. Everybody on the glass.
我丢到3楼了，谢谢。那记得接到球的朋友，记得呢到球迷服务处呢去兑换。手起来。
Kings bring in Tony Mitchell. 4 personal fouls is what kept him out a lot of the second half action as a traveling violation is called. Joseph Lin was making a move. Another look at that one. 1, 2. Must have been before that. Trying to get Holyfield free. As Prince stumbling into a shot, but there was a whistle. Right now, the kind of effect that Michael Holyfield is having, kind of taking the Kings' defensive attention off that Lioneers side-to-side motion. JJ with 3 personal fouls as now Wang Zigong joins the free throw miss brigade. Beautiful swish on the second. That'll bring the deficit down to 11. Joseph Lin got a step on Oscar, but the bank shot not come down soft enough. Lioneers to Oscar, over to Clark as Holyfield fight Big Sushi and a tray. Another one for Wang Zigong. In a bunch of trouble and a whistle called by the trailing official. Also saw something that the fans did not see. Let's take another look at the movement of Wang Zigong, actually kind of moving horizontally. Lioneers scoring streak and short, woefully short.
现在呢又赞助了一瓶无酒精饮品。东西还想要空气清净机吗？
Number 55 makes the adjustment. A 7-1 run for the Lioneers. As Holyfield forced into a miss. Joe got a step on Oscar, clutches in the air, and the ball will fall for number 1, Joseph Lin. He now has 14 on the night, along with 7 rebounds and 6 assists. Holyfield given several steps by Mitchell. Zemboyu down to the corner, Prince, not exactly his spot, and now the 3 is opened up. Team rebound, won by the Kings. Up ahead, Joe, a little 2-on-1, takes the contact and a miss as Tony Mitchell cleans up the mess. And I'm sure we'll get this delay of game violation warning. That'll bring the Kings point total up to 88. So 13 to make up for the Lioneers in 3.5 minutes. Over to Zemboyu, over to Prince, but a hand in the face this time makes the difference as Holyfield stripped from behind and will be ball out of bounds off the Kings. And Manny Golf with a long blank stare at Mitchell, though I think it's in assurance. Job well done. Mitchell just walled up there, so he can't be the one that fouls. Wang Zigang, shot fake, dribble left, miss, and Mitchell runs down this rebound. Been having to work hard here on the road. Manny Golf spins, firing a pass, Big Sushi starts a driving kick. Good guess by Wang Zigang as he got in the way, but called for the blocking foul. Kind of know Joseph Lin will jab one way and dribble the other. Wang Zigang took a hard tumble, but didn't quite beat him to the spot. Looking at the progression of the game, the way that Holyfield is occupying 2 Kings rebounders, maybe Earl Clark and his other teammates can get in the mix too. Joseph Lin, a cool 2 for 2 at the line. Lioneers need to make a run, so they have even more shooting out there. Junior Hall and Hai Fupo coming in together. Junior Hall to start it. That's 3. Junior Hall with his first score of the game as a big deflection, but back to the hands of the Kings. Gets it back, flips it up to Sushi, got it, had to heave it on the, beat the shot clock, but a errant pass. Junior Hall tried to shove it up the way of Oscar Galguohao. I guess Junior Hall needs to work on his baseball motion. Junior Hall, described by Coach Craig as somebody who, like a lot of players, need to start his game off on defense and find some offense. Well, he did so there, but turnover is really costly here in the later part of the game. Joseph Lin, patient, waited for the defender Galloway. Now Ling Jingbang to finish, in and out and in. 3-point dagger for number 19, Ling Jingbang, the team captain, and he comes over and gets the steal. Saving it inbounds as Kenny Manigault content to play the keep away game. A whistle on the corner as Junior Hall Put an illegal elbow into the driver. Get another look. Perhaps a marginal push. Ling Jingbang swirls out that free throw. Named a team captain, thanks to the team's social media making that known. Goes 0 for 2, but picks up his own rebound. Oscar strips Joseph Lin from behind as Viva hurries up a 3. And Manigault this time communicating, calling for the board, and it looks like the results of the game are determined, just a matter of the score. Flipped up, Tony Mitchell putting an exclamation point on this one. Kenny Manigault had a bigger celebration than the guy who actually scored. Just dribble penetration against Zhu Yunhao, and not much left but to finish off the play with a highlight. So after both teams make all their substitutions, there will be all locals out there. Chen Boyu got a crease after recovering from a tumble. I'll bring the Lioneers up to 80 points here at home. The Lioneers on their winning streak have won on the road. And funny enough, the Kings' last 2 road games were losses. One man show from Joseph Lin, who called for the flip dribble, double dribble. Looks like the clock did start. Come on, score table. Just a little technical mistake. I think the Lioneers want to finish this game off with one last good possession, as you see number 2 rookie Su Pei-kai, who actually started the Kings game against the Dreamers in a very surprising move by Coach Marchand. But hey, chance for the youngsters. He must have did something good in practice. There's at the bottom of the screen, Chen Shuinan is also in. Physical screening by Rubio, but Chen Boyu's caught in a trap and forced out of bounds. So if anything, the Kings, an additional feather in their cap. Their bench caused a turnover. Su Pei-kai will dribble it out. No fear of a backcourt violation. And this one is now done and dusted. 95-80 for the New Taipei Kings, ending their 4-game losing streak. And concluding the Lioneers' 6-game winning streak. It wasn't easy sledding, but you see they were able to hold off a Lioneers run in the 3rd quarter, and especially the 4th quarter, really putting the clamps on the Lioneers, holding them scoreless for the first 6 minutes. Considering how strong of a defensive effort, definitely think and give the Kings credit for the defensive intensity they played with. Joseph Lin, Kenny Manigault, Su Sixuan, Xiaoli, Ling Liren, and Annie Kui. Each of them at least plus 10 in the 4th quarter. If I remember correctly, those were the 5 who did the most damage to the margin of the score in the game.
嗨。哦，感情很浓厚，超级浓厚。对，每个人都对我就是给很多的问候。对
，He says, indeed.
哎，在场上的时候，哎，对对对。
对
对对，超级多问候，就温情的也有啦，然后谩骂的也有。对
Felt the warmth by the fans when he was on the court.
哎，就是因为其实老实讲，其实在这个联盟里面，工程师我必须要先讲，他们是一支非常好的球队。那在这个联盟里面可以6连胜，是一个非常非常了不起的一个成就。那我们也在他们在6连胜的这个当中，其实我们可以赢下这场球。所以我必须要先肯定工程师在前面的6连胜。那但是我们这一场其实大家都做得很好，在前面的连败的过程当中，其实我们也做了蛮多的调整跟修正嘛，所以其实有没有影响我的手感？我觉得回到新竹，我觉得是没有。
Charlie saying the Lioneers are a good team for winning 6 in a row, so a hard game for them, but their losing streak made a lot of adjustments. Well, coming back to Hsinchu, man. Just familiar grounds for him. Now asked about his mindset on the attack.
其实今年 Ryan 给我的任务其实蛮特别的嘛，就是希望我可以从板凳然后上来的时候，给一些年轻的球员，尤其是射手这个位置的，就是让他们知道说，哎，什么是投篮的时机点。那我上去的时候就把这个事情做好。那我们平常每天练球都在做的事情，就把它拿到比赛来做。所以其实武装，我觉得是平常训练累积的那个信心。所以其实。也没有什么特别武装啊，就是因为回到了新竹这块福地。
So then Shalish saying that Coach Marchand's message to him was to demonstrate for the younger wing players the right time and where to take these outside shots, not necessarily.
其实在这个月是超级东超客场周嘛。所以其实老实讲，在这段的时间里面，因为我们也很在意东超的成绩，然后也同时也很在意 Plus 的成绩，但是鱼与熊掌永远无法兼得嘛。所以其实在这段时间里面，我们必须要做出很多的调整，但是我们都知道我们自己输在什么地方，所以其实老实讲，在新美国王这支蛮强的球队，调整其实不会这么的久啦，我觉得，对。
And saying it is. January is their super East Asia
观众哪爱看
schedule.
好吧，订阅、按赞、分享、开启小铃铛。
But you can't win them all, even if you want to win them both. And then I gotta ask my employers, can I promote Shali's YouTube channel? 球迷哪爱看 Oops, I just did. Well, the Kings now make it 2 wins in a row between their Wednesday East Asia Super League game and here in Hsinchu against the Lioneers. We'll be back after these messages to wrap things up.
好，来看一下，等一下。好，现在新主人拍照都是比湿爪喽。再次感谢我们4年服务所有的同仁，今天用实际的行动来支持工程师。那不好意思，今天我们让各位失望了，没有办法拿下7连胜，因为近乡情怯，我们球队的队史最高连胜就是7连胜，所以球员难免紧张。好，不好意思，我们下次一起，下次再赢回来，谢谢大家，谢谢4年的同仁。那我们接下来呢，是不是请我们 EMBA 的学长姐？要麻烦4点的同仁把中间的位置让出来哈，中间的位置留给我们阳明交通大学 EMBA 的这些学长姐们。
A final few words from Hsinchu, where the Lioneers stopped at 6 straight wins. Their team historic 7 straight wins took place in Season 2. The Lioneers didn't get enough penetration in that last quarter. Michael Holyfield had just 1 shot and no free throw shot attempts. Meanwhile, the Kings get Xiao Li and Kenny Manigal leading them with 17 points per gentleman out there. Joseph Lin had a double-double in points and assists, which, if I'm looking around, I believe might be a career high. He also got Tony Mitchell in there for 13 and 7. Su Sixuan with 11 and 9. On behalf of Mark and Xiaohu, our 6 teams in the league, our league partners, and our league offices, thank you for watching. Be sure to get out and vote tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in the next one.